I ask for the truth on behalf of Skyler Mcdowell. Concerning love issues. Skyler says she's been through a lot just lately, and just asking for a bit of guidance and insight, I think, here. So we ask for guidance and insight on behalf of Skyler Mcdowell concerning this issue in the name of truth, right conduct, peace, love and non-violence. Blessed be to the truth always. And we just cut the deck for you there, Skyler, and we'll just move it to the side here. I'll deal out 3 cards. The first card is the past. It's past, present and future in this particular scenario. In this particular case, it's recent past, present and immediate future. So that's what that is there. We'll just I don't know if you can see that a bit better there. Let's just pull out the first card and let's just see what's been vibrating over the past 3 or 4 weeks or so. We'll just flip the card nice and slowly there, not to disturb the energy. And notice here we've got the energy of the seer. And the seer, I suppose I always call it the inner psychic or the psychic within or whatever. Just advising you that you should have been following your intuition just recently. Maybe you were, and maybe that's... It looked like a duck, quacked like a duck, didn't like the rain like a duck, and bloody hell it was a duck. Maybe that's... If you were doing, then obviously that was the right thing to do. I'm looking at that. I'm looking at the zodiac signs around there. I mean, you just take a look and you think, oh, I wonder why am I locked onto that? Why am I locked onto that? I'll just take a quick look and just I don't know. I just want to just get my finger and just sort of close my eyes and just go and then see where my finger lands there. On the on the crab, the cancer, the crab. What am I looking at? Why did I do that? But anyway, it's the sort of thing you do when you do bibliomancy, which is reading with books and that about Bibles and usually sacred text or stuff that's considered to be sacred text, and you do that sort of thing. But why I did that, I don't know. But certainly we'll look onto the crab. I don't know if, like a crab, you can move sideways or something. I don't know, or backwards. A bit like the Hamlet and Polonius, isn't it? And Hamlet said, "I would be the same as you if I was like a crab and could go backwards." In the sense of age and whatever. But either way, using your intuition, back to this, using your intuition has been a sort of priority or whatever, has been the key thing, I suppose you could say. Let's just see what's going on now. The moon, I suppose, guidance through the darkness there. You're being guided through the darkness at the moment, then that helps, I suppose, being able to guide yourself or being guided by spirit. Maybe you do communicate with your spirit guides. Others will pass it off as nutcases talking to themselves and things like that and hearing voices and whatever. I suppose the latter is true, of course, that's what it's about, but I don't know. I'm sort of going as though maybe you've asked advice and you heard a voice in your head say tra-la-la-la or whatever, and it's give you some sort of clue as what to do next or whatever. But either way, the moon, of course, just looking at it as the moon, looking at it as the moon, you focus on the introspection, don't you? I always tend to think about the introspection. And I suppose there's that going on with it. Let's just see what the immediate future holds for this love situation, or maybe as it would appear, lack of it, either lack of communication in that sort of sense. That doesn't help when that happens, but or doesn't. Notice here we've got the serpent, and the serpent is it always indicates that a sly and subtle approach is needed, as it says on the card there, or in this particular case, because it's the immediate future, a sly and subtle approach will be needed. Yes, maybe the attention of the attention to detail, a bit like the spider would indicate, but in this particular case it's the serpent, because the serpent sheds its skin, doesn't it? And that's why it symbolises change and healing and things like that. But with a lot of change, you'll notice that a serpent has a nasty bite as well, doesn't it? Or can do. And maybe it's that you've got to be prepared for the nasty bite. Why am I wanting to? I'm just having a run on these cosmic energies just lately, and I don't know what it is. It's this here. So I'm going to use these cards here, just in addition, to see if anything comes up. I suppose in addition, or to complement it. I suppose really is more the thing, isn't it? If there's anything there, just to complement it. We'll just take a look and just see what any complementary energies are surrounding this situation that you're finding yourself in here at the moment. Let's just see what's vibrating here on that sort of level. Balance, I suppose. Adjustment or balance, as it indicates there. It's all been about trying to seek a balance or trying to put something right. So using your intuition, yes, guided through the darkness. Naturally, you will be guided through the darkness. If what you're doing is a just thing or the right thing, then clearly the balance will come. And as you, yes, pay attention to detail, but at the same time, with a sly and subtle approach, not sort of putting your head over his shoulder and having a look at his phone, or making it obvious that you're there, then that balance will come. It will put itself right, or it will be justified or justify itself in the long run, in the next 3 or 4 weeks or so, maybe. But I'm sort of placing that there, aren't I, as if it's overshadowing, as if it's all been about the balance, the using one's intuition, being guided through the darkness with a sly and subtle approach, is overshadowed by the balance. The fact, maybe, I'm sort of saying within moderation, I'm sort of thinking that, as if it's that sort of balance as well, maybe, that, you know, do everything but within moderation. You don't have to become James Bond to have a sly and subtle approach, or whatever. You don't have to become Madame Zaza, the great fortune teller, or whoever it is, to be a psychic. You can use your own intuition and be guided through the darkness. It's okay to take guidance from others, I suppose, even though maybe I'm sort of still thinking spirit guide, and you are asking. Your spirit guide will only appear if you ask them to. If they appear and you don't ask them to, seek help, basically. That's the general rule, as I've always known it as. But for now, we'll cast a dark shadow of supernatural truth over all of these cards that, for you, just for now, have spoken.